characters in this book are, the character is Kath, who is a freshman in college, and who is very, very, very introverted and has some social anxiety. And her roommate's friend kind of won't leave her alone. His name is Levi. And Kath famously writes fan fiction about Simon and Baz, these two characters from a sort of Harry Potter-ish universe. So this is a scene where Levi comes to the door. Levi will be played by David, and I will be playing Kath. Okay. Here's a knock on the door. Do you knock? Reagan isn't here, Kath said, already closing the door. Levi leaned into the door with his shoulder.
I think we're past that.
He started walking into the room. Kath shrugged and went back to her desk. Levi flopped down on her bed. He was dressed in black. He must have just gotten off work. She frowned at him. I can't believe you work at Starbucks.
What's wrong with Starbucks?
It's a big, faceless corporation.
So far they've let me keep my face.
Kath went back to her laptop.
I like my job. I see the same people every day. I remember their drinks. They like that I remember their drinks. I make them happy, and then they leave. It's like being a bartender, but you don't have to deal with drunks. Speaking of, how's your sister?
Kath stopped typing and looked at him. Fine. She's fine. Back to normal, I guess. Thanks, for driving me and everything. Kath had told Levi thank you Friday night, but she felt like she owed him a few more.
Forget about it. Did you guys have a big talk?
We don't have to have big talks, she said, holding 2 fingers to her temple. We're twins. We have telepathy.
Really?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No. She went back to typing.
What are you working on?
Biology essay.
Not secret, dirty fan fiction?
Kath stopped again. My fan fiction is neither a secret, obviously, nor is it dirty. He ran his fingers through his hair, making it stick up in the middle in sandy blonde plumes. Shameless. What do you put in your hair to make it stick up like that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Something.
I think it does that because I don't wash it.
Ever?
Every month or so, maybe.
That's disgusting.
No, it isn't. I still rinse it.
It's still disgusting.
It's perfectly clean.
He leaned toward her and his hair touched her arm. This room was too small.
Smell it.
She sat back. I'm not smelling your hair.
Well, I'll smell it.
He pulled a piece down his long forehead and came to the bridge of his nose.
It smells like freshly mown clover.
I don't think you mow clover.
Can you imagine how sweet it would smell if you did?
Levi sat back, which was a relief, until he picked up her pillow and started rubbing his head into it. Oh, God, stop! That's such a violation! Levi laughed, and she tried to grab her pillow from him. He held it to his chest with both hands.
Cather,
Don't call me that.
read me some of your secret dirty fan fiction.
It's not dirty!
Read me some anyway.
She let go of the pillow. He probably already filked it beyond redemption. Why?
Because I'm curious, and I like stories.
You just want to make fun of me.
I won't, I promise.
That's what you and Reagan do when I'm not here, right? Make fun of me? Play with my commemorative busts? Do you have a stupid nickname for me?
Yes, Cather.
I don't exist to amuse you, you know.
1, are you sure? Because you do. And 2, we don't make fun of you very much anymore. And 3,
He was counting on his fingers and his cheeks were twitching and it was making Kath laugh.
3, I won't make fun of you to anyone but you from now on if you'll just once, right now, read me some of your fan fiction.
Kath gave him a level stare, a mostly level stare. She was still giggling a little and blinking hard and occasionally looking up at the ceiling. You're curious. He nodded. She rolled her eyes again and turned to her laptop. Why not? She didn't have anything to lose. Yes, but that's not the point, part of her argued. What do you have to gain? It's not like Levi was going to be impressed by her fan fiction. Entertained wasn't the same as impressed. He already thought she was a weirdo, and this was just going to make her seem that much weirder. Did the bearded lady get excited when cute guys came to her freak show? Kath should not want this kind of attention. And Levi wasn't even that cute. His forehead was lined. He wasn't making a face. It was sun damage, probably. Okay. He grinned and started to say something. Shut up! She held up her left hand. Don't make me change my mind. Just let me find something. She opened the Simon Baz folder on her desktop and scrolled through it, looking for something suitable. Nothing too romantic or dirty. Yeah, maybe this one will do. All right, she said. You know how in the 6th book...
Which one is that?
Simon Snow and the 6 White Hairs.
Right, I've seen that movie.
Okay, so Simon stays at school during Christmas break because he's trying to find the 5th hair.
And because his dad has been kidnapped by monsters in creepy costumes, so no happy Christmas dinner at the snow house?
They're called the Queen's Ogres, and Simon still doesn't know that the mage is his dad.
How can he not know?
Kath was encouraged by how indignant he sounded.
It's so obvious. Why does the mage show up every time something important happens and get all weepy talking about how he knew a woman once with Simon's eyes?
It's lame! But I think Simon wants so badly that the mage should be his dad that he won't let himself accept the overwhelming evidence. If he were wrong, it would ruin him.
Basil knows. Basil.
Oh, Baz totally knows. I think Penelope knows too.
Penelope Bunce. If I were Simon, I'd be all Penelope all the time.
Yeah, she's like a sister to him.
Not like any of my sisters.
Anyway, this story takes place during that Christmas break.
Okay, got it.
He closed his eyes and leaned back against the wall, holding Kath's pillow.
All right, I'm ready.
Kath turned to the computer and cleared her throat. Then felt stupid about clearing her throat. And glanced back at Levi one more time. She could not believe she was doing this.